So essentially, he basically sounded like Kanye West, which is just yay.
He's Ye now. How dare you say his other name?
He basically sounded like Ye in the sense that he's like, nobody can do what we do. Like, we know what's right for everybody, not the government. We're Apple. And I like to believe, I don't think his words were close to this, but I like to believe our engineers know better than the government does. Like, more or less. And is he wrong?
So the iPhone 15 will have Type-C, I guess.
I apologize for the Ye reference. I was listening to the Lex Friedman.
Sure, yeah.
Were you listening to the Lex Friedman or no?
I'm an hour in, so I'm confused.
Yeah, well, wait a sec. But you make it sound like you're going to complete the rest of it.
I want to understand what he's trying to say.
You're not going to understand anything. What are you talking about? So I can't be doing that.
Well, I want to put an effort to...
Yeah.
I mean, he seems to be very conflicted, and as an artist...
Is there an overexposure thing going on now, too, where you just say a certain number of words in public and it all gets jumbled up at a certain point? I don't know.
Well, it gets lost because he's just going on every single podcast or show people asking him to do.
Yeah, you were a big Ye guy. You were Mr. Ye around here. You were influenced.
Sure.
You were walking around with the polo shirt and the backpack at one point.
Yeah, and then went to grunge look.
You've done it all. You've done it all, Will.
Yeah.
And you've been along for that ride, and now you got to question yourself now.
Yeah, my whole life was dedicated around Ye. And now it's over.
Oh, man. Well,
Ye train.
I don't know. Hopefully it all gets sorted out.
I hope so, man. He seems to be going through some real crazy stuff. Good luck to him.
Hey, stop. Huh? Don't you dare say crazy, Will. You're starting to sound like the media over there. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Define crazy. Have you listened to it?
The Lex Friedman? Yeah. The Lex Friedman was probably...
The whole thing?
The most listenable of the interviews I don't know. I didn't listen to all of them. But
yeah,
I I listened to his podcast. And I thought, like, for what you can do with it, I guess we're at a point now where it's tough because all these podcasts, he's going on these shows and then it's like repetitive because it's the interviewer wants to push back on the comments that have been made, which is their mandate because they're like, okay, you're coming on my platform. I know my people are going to expect my listeners that there's a responsibility there to have some kind of a mandate. But then it ends up being a lot of rehashing. Of
and it gets
weird, like sort of apology, not apology.
It gets him riled up.
Yeah.
Especially on the phone.
The Piers Morgan one?
Yeah. When it's not like face to face, in person.
Well, it goes to show you, right? How these interfaces cause stress and friction. Like if you tell me to go on the phone, I'm so irritated.
Yeah. Imagine doing this show on the phone.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't bother. Yeah. I don't think so because it's like that slight difference and bit of lag. And obviously everyone's doing their best and some people don't have a choice. Some people are getting a lot of things done virtually just because of the nature of whatever type of work they're doing. But I think in person is still the most, obviously, dynamic.
I mean, it's more work, but...
Anyway, quick follow-up because I realize we haven't done this show in a while. But yeah, he's been dropped by everybody, including Adidas now. So... there's that. Adidas, Balenciaga has cut ties, Gap, Def Jam. Also his talent representation, which I think is CAA at the moment.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where we stand right now. There's really not much to say here.
It's just all
there's nothing to say here. It's just everything is dropped, and I don't know what the next steps are. And And there are still people involved. There is still this family of his that he keeps talking about. There's still kids in the mix, and I presume courts in the future as far as visitation and things like that. It's all very tough situation. Will.
Yeah.